My collection's called The Space Between, and the name comes from a line in a poem, this poem I'm going to read. What I'm exploring in the whole collection is the space between lots of things, the space between words where you're saying one thing and maybe thinking or meaning another thing. And then also when we go a bit more into science, the space between subatomic particles and the space between stars, which is always really interesting. And then the space between the poet and the I in the poem, which isn't always the same thing. And the space between the performer, the poet, the performer, and the audience, the Venetian plague doctor mask on the front of the book is really kind of symbolizing the space between the poet and the audience. So this is the poem that the line comes from. It's called Reaching Agreement. And I realize I'm listening to your voice, not your speech, nor any of your points, though you've considered every one, deliberated for hours, weighed the arguments. But I'm zoned out to the latent rumble that's near the limits of perception, tuned to a harmonic that sets whales singing. The enveloping timbre would sway a jury, would sell a pianola. Your lips move, but I'm hearing the way you taste the space between your words, phrasing so there's something more than silence, an emphasis pregnant with promise. I'm wondering how it would sound if you were murmuring my name, intoning, moaning the buttered safety of it. Your breath is measured, the rhythms soothe me, cajole and warm me to an undeniable, joyous yes to whatever it was you said.